Hello everybody and welcome to Apex Legends. That's been a while since I've said that line. Feels good. I've been pretty much down and out with COVID for a hell of a long while. Like a week or two of actually being ill and just dying. A couple of weeks of coughing and just feeling a bit ugh. And then another like 3 weeks or whatever it's been now, I've lost track, of just feeling absolutely knackered all the time. And just not having the energy to speak. With that in mind, however, I obviously have taken note of the time that remains with this season, and I will be going through the story today, because, well, I always do every season. However, I have a quick question to ask everybody. Would you prefer if I went through these with, speech and actual interactivity from myself, or just not? It seems, while I've been gone, the content I've been creating without my presence seems to have done just as well as with it. I know I'm a particularly annoying individual sometimes. But, yeah, is it better with my voice or without it? Because right now I'm siding with without. And to be honest, well, if that makes it easier, then yeah, I'll cut myself out of the videos and just have the gameplay raw footage, because, well, that's mostly what this game channel is at the minute, really. It's genuinely just for me to kind of show off my gaming history, as weird as that sounds, and to kind of give people an overview of if they want to buy a game, or if they enjoy watching it. Fine, it's there, but I'm not massively expecting a huge amount of gain from it. At any rate, enough rambling. Let's get into it. Money and mercenaries. Oh boy. Shipfall, interesting place for the pickup, right next to the downed IMS Hestia. If Bangalore and Newcastle didn't leave right after our win, we could have made it to the dropships together, but maybe Bangalore wants to be alone with the memory. Today she was odd. Chatty with Newcastle, it's not like her to talk much, especially with a new legend and the way Bangalore and Newcastle moved as a unit. Well, 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 if it isn't Wraith, my friend who tried to shoot me right in my ass. Well, I shall finish that for a good reason. At any rate. Not now, Mirage. I just want to pick up my gear, find Bangalore, and ask what's the deal with Newcastle, and get to the winner's dropship. You noticed it too. Them on a team, they're on fire, but when I was on their squad, it was also so awkward. Like, being perfectly sandwiched between a piece of toast that really wants to be there and one that's pretending it's an open-faced sandwich. What? What the... Is Mirage turning into me? That is one of my analogies right there, just translated into being the stupidest thing it could possibly be. That is amazing. Mirage, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that sounds like me, alright. Wait, no, I know what you mean. And when Elliot starts making sense, something's wrong. Oh yeah. You still haven't told me. Will you give it a rest? I can't have this conversation here. Raised voices coming from the supply bins closest to the winner's dropship. You don't want to have this conversation anyway. I don't think I haven't noticed you dodging me. Man, I do not envy you, Wraith, and I was paired with the murder bot, and the rando, poor rando, didn't stand a chance. Rip that guy. Nice win, by the way. Did I do alright? You did great. Now shush. Point to Bangalore and Newcastle still yelling. Jackie, he's dead. Let it go. Took me a second to work out what that was, but I had to recreate that for the comedic effect. And yes, amazing. Jackson, how does he... Newcastle shoots Bangalore a warning look before he steps closer to her. And steps closer to her, he's in her face. My hand goes to my kunai, leaving Mirage's mouth free. I give Mirage the signal to be ready, just in case. When Newcastle says something I can't hear. In response, Bangalore also lowers her voice to a harsh whisper. I miss their exchange, but judging from their body language, it's no less heated than before. I gotta take this. Meet you in there. Bangalore. Neato. Now this guy really is taking some liberties. Mirage, volume. I have a weird feeling about him. There's something going on between them. Even you picked up on it. Hey, wait, like a voidy feeling? No, just a feeling. The way they talk, it's like they already know each other. Don't talk, he's answering the call. Before turning away to answer the call, Newcastle watches Bangalore board the dropship. He's closer now, I can almost hear his voice on the other... I can almost hear the voice on the other end of the line. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, I'll have the winnings soon. Today, fine, I'll be there. Newcastle hangs up and boards the dropship. Once he's out of sight, Mirage uncloaks. Well, that whole thing was super weird and suspicious. Very suspicious in the circumstances of him joining the games. She was about to leave forever with Revenant. So spooky. And suddenly he appears. And she decides to stay. You think it's connected? This guy has been trying to get into the game since before Forge, and that whole time he had mediocre skills at best. And now he's on Bangalore's level fighting back to back. No, something's off. Bangalore's off. It's time I looked into this Newcastle character. Yeah, I see it now. Oh man, this means I'm not going to get my post-game bubble bath. Go take your bath, Elliot. You don't have to come. And miss whatever this is? No way, Jose. He's from Harris Valley, right? Paradise has some regulars from there. I'll ask around for info on our hometown hero. Meet you there after you pick up your winnings. I'll pick it up another day. Let's head straight to the bar. Hero, a legend, whatever he calls himself. He can call himself whatever he wants, rather, but I'm not convinced. Eavesdropping and enmity. Well, so is this going to basically tell me that Jackie has just replaced whoever the hell Newcastle is, or was? Eavesdropping and enmity. You know what's really nice after a match? Praise from screaming fans, a fragrant bubble bath, and maybe a nice massage. Instead, I'm working the bar, chatting up this greasy-looking fellow from Harris Valley. He comes in here pretty often, probably likes basking in my glorious presence. Who doesn't? Not exactly my version of a hot date, but I'll be honest, I've had worse. Knowing how stupid you can be sometimes, dude, I'm not surprised. Besides, I don't mind helping out a friend. Because I'm a good friend, and good friends... good friends get their suspicious customers smashed for super valid reasons, like information for said friend. Ah, dear. And then she broke up with me, even though I'd just gotten her name tattooed on my lower back. Do you want to see? Nah, I'm good. Oh, you're showing me Stebony? That's an interesting spelling. She live up in Harris Valley with you? No, I came here to Solace City to see my Stephanie. You want a cute little farm? A cute little fam? A white picket fence? This accent is hard to read. Community block parties. That'd be Harris Valley. Is enough to make you puke. That dump didn't get big enough till Newcastle joined the games. Really? Nothing good about the place? Not even a nice bird population or something? Nope, but the families that run the town, and we stick together. The families? If Newcastle's part of that, he's pretty tacky. Why not something cooler like the Bone Grinders or the Beloved Bamboozlers? That just sounds like a name for your gang of holograms, dude. That's from some mafia movie, right? The one where the guy in the gun... Come on, the Forgotten Families, the group of ex-IMC. Can't believe you haven't heard of us, we're from all over. I was in the IMC's 99th Helldivers, but we got everyone, the Orbital Assault Force, Air Force, even Ares Division. I can take a peek at the blue eyes peering back at me from the corner of the bar. She's quickly back to pointedly playing with the apple slice in her drink, despite Ares popping up cool as ever. And how do such charming folks end up in Harris Valley? We stayed together, did what you had to in order to survive. The IMC didn't have our backs no more. That's rough. I'm sure you all have really nice backs with perfectly spelled tattoos. Douchebag. Oh, bro, so nice of you to say. We really do. Can't blame the IMC though. A lot of soldiers lost faith in the cause. They deserted, just another resource they lost. So the IMC and some of us loyalists were stranded. The IMC left and some of us loyalists were stranded. And now I'm stuck in Hairy Valley. Harris Valley. Whatever, the place blows. Only fun round here is handling the deserters whenever we find one. Well, that's bleak. So if you're from Harris Valley, then Newcastle... out of nowhere, or I guess the corner. Wraith's on her feet, covering my mouth with her hand, really, twice in one day. Say that again, the IMC deserters, you handle them. What does that mean? It means it's the good stuff, the best part of the meal, dessert of the deserters, you know. He cackles, but it's a joke that's like 3 out of 10 at best. Still, it's kind of baffling when Wraith takes him by the shirt and shoves him up against the bar. Tell me what that means. Okay, no attempted murder in the bar, please. I'm at a loss, but these are the deets we're looking for, but she looks like she might toss him into the void for some reason. To his credit, the guy manages to keep a dazed grin on his dopey face. It means we kill him, slit their throats, stab them in the back, douse them in gas and light them on fire. Pick your poison, it's what they deserve. Her fingers twitch above the holster of her kunai. I didn't move a muscle for once. My mind is racing through the strategies on ways to de-escalate. Hey, didn't you win today with that boy? Newcastle, he's one of yours. Oh, you bet. Funds so many of our ops with his winnings. And you wouldn't happen to know when he hands over those, would you? Whenever he gets his winnings. That's today. Right, today. Then it sounds like you better get going. Wraith drags him away from the bar and practically tosses him out the door before he's paid his tab. You know, I'm pretty sure that's called stealing. What? Some of us have to make an honest living. Let's go. If Newcastle's one of them, I think Anita could be in danger of what? Recruitment? She says nothing and heads out the door. Guess we're not talking about it. I look back at the bustling lounge. Hey, don't eat all the nuts while I'm gone. I just robbed the squirrel outside, so it's another week before a new supply. I get a few owlish eyes. Oh yeah, still got it satisfied. I strut after Wraith. So you're just going to leave patrons in the bar with all your booze, with no one watching it? Yeah, have fun coming back to the driest spot on Earth. Or, you know, wherever the hell you are. Let's see. After a short car ride and a long walk, Mirage and I find ourselves at a worn-down warehouse in the outskirts of Harris Valley. Maybe used for shipping at some point, not anymore. Mercs patrol the place, military or ex-IMC, judging by the way they're organised. A few surround a man walking in the middle of the warehouse, the ringleader no doubt. Situate ourselves behind a crate near the cargo door, being careful not to be spotted. I haven't seen you this wound up since you fell in that prowler dung. What is it, Ares? He's worried about me. He's not good at hiding it. Still, there are things I can't tell him, and Anita trusted me to keep quiet. No, not Ares, the deserters. Mirage gives me a confused look. The Forgotten Families kills IMC deserters. Newcastle's a part of that. Now he's stepped into the games acting so familiar with Bangalore, a deserter. I doubt that's a coincidence. Looks like the party's starting. That was just a blank page. What? Did that bug? Wait, hold up a sec. I've skipped ahead a chapter now. God damn it! You're screwing me up. No, it's an intentionally blank page. Okay, fine. Finally, the man of the hour appears. Newcastle walks through the door and the ringleader approaches with a smirk. Well, well, well. Congrats on the win, Newcastle. Looks like you're capable after all. I told you I was. Mirage shakes my shoulder. I shrug him off to pay attention to the conversation, but he persists. What? Was that window always open? He points over at the nearby entrance of the warehouse where a window is slightly ajar. You're imagining things. Raising a finger to my lips, I give him a hard look. Mirage sighs in an exasperated sort of way, then pretends to zip his mouth shut. At first I wasn't sure about you, but my pockets are heavier, so I'm a believer. I've even started betting on you, Jackson. I whip around faster than ever, but Newcastle still has helmet on when I look out. That can't be true. Keep your voice down. How did you find out? The words rush past my ears. I'm not even sure what they're saying anymore. It's true, of course it is. Newcastle's bond with Bangalore and the reason she stayed. It makes sense. But if Anita knew, why didn't she tell me? Was she ever in trouble in the first place? Hey, the Arkmate is in the evening lay. That's code for leaving. What are we doing? Mirage's voice shakes me out of my thoughts. Newcastle's headed for the door, but I already know everything I need to. Who the hell are you? My breath catches. A shout echoes in the warehouse. Why didn't the voices warn me? I reached to open the void when I realised they weren't talking to us, hadn't even spotted us. Mirage and I exchange a look. Then who? I don't want any problems, okay? Whoa, and they call me a party crasher. So, Bangalore turns up all of a sudden, huh? This is going to get interesting. Anita, she's near the entrance, standing face to face with a mercenary here for Newcastle, no doubt. There are at least 4, no 5 others nearby, raising their weapons and surrounding her. She's holding her hand at the confronting soldier to calm him down, then in one swift motion slams her fist into his face. The fight breaks out. Mercs descend onto Bangalore. No Newcastle in sight. She's alone. The voices return in discourse. Ahead, the smoke. She won't hurt you. She'll try to kill you. Ahead in the smoke. She won't hurt you. She'll try to kill you. They're talking about Anita. I don't know what they mean. You alright? Not now, Mirage. She's in trouble. You go right. I go left. He gives me a 2-fingered salute, running off to the left. A decoy splitting off beside him. I take a deep breath and step into the void. She's there. She knows the truth. The other wraiths call out to me. I don't understand. What are they trying to tell me? Well, you know, it's kind of on you to not misinterpret your own inner voices. Just saying. After all these years, after all that searching, my brother standing right in front of me at the shadow of the dropship about to leave after an Apex Games match. Just standing there in some weird get-up pretending to be someone else. We've been on the same squad, but he refuses to talk to me. I need to find a way to get through to him. Stop trying to ice me out, Jackie. You still haven't told me. You give it a rest. I can't have this conversation here. You don't want to have this conversation anywhere. Don't think I haven't noticed you dodging me. It's complicated, Nita. You can't be serious. Look, you can explain on the trip back to Gridiron. I just need to let Revenant know we can have one more. I can't. Harris Valley needs me. Are you seriously choosing some podunk town in the Outlands over your own sister, Jackie? He's dead. Let it go. I can't believe you can just abandon our family like that. Jackie cuts me a look and steps in closer. His voice drops to a whisper, but his words hit me like a craver. We both found a family in the Outlands. I'm just the only one who sees it. What do you mean? I gotta take this. I didn't get it. Friends are one thing, but family is everything. Why were these strangers more important to him? I had to find out, so I followed him home. Jackie's gotten sloppy. Didn't even notice me on the ship back to Harris Valley. Doesn't notice me trailing him right now. I sit there and watch as the whole town rolls the red carpet for him. Putting cheering crowds over your family. Real nice, Jackie. I guess this would be better than a court-martial, but some things are worth it. He walks off the stage, target on the move. I'm barely keeping up when a hot dog hawker walks his cart right into me. With all due respect, can you get back on that ship and leave? What the hell? Look, you're in a town built by refugees, orphans and widows created by the IMC, and you're wearing IMC gear. I'm one of the few people who'll be asking you nicely. The war is... I don't have time for this. Dodge past the cart. He snorts, couldn't care less. Damn it, the hot dog hotshot made me lose Jackie. But someone just entered the warehouse at the end of this alley. It has to be him. I can slip through that window and check it out. And now that we've made ourselves at home in Harris Valley, we don't have to waste time recouping our losses if you start to miss payments. That won't happen. What have you gotten yourself into? I gotta say, I wasn't sure about you, but my pockets are heavier, so I'm a believer. I've even started betting on you, Jackson. Looks like it's hard to keep secrets in the Outlands. Jackie wasn't expecting this. I haven't seen him this spooked since he's caught me tasting Grandma's red velvet cake before dinner. Keep your voice down. How'd you find out? A contact filled me in about the rendezvous between two grunts and an IMC pilot back on a settlement we were eyeing. Didn't take long to put two and two together. That was the first time I think I've seen you sweat. Looking into you was a good idea. Now I have a little more inspiration for our new favourite Apex legend. Just take the payment and keep your hands off Harris Valley. But of course... So that's what you've been up to, huh, Jackie? Why didn't you just ask for my help? Keep unpacking those crates, boys. We've got to set up shop. We're going to be here a while. I'm going to mingle with some locals. See ya. Perfect time to make a beeline for that window and get out of here. Who the hell are you? Damn it, emotions got the best of me. Got distracted and now I'm paying for it. I stand up, raising my hands slowly. I don't want any problems, okay? Smoke's out, but I gotta think fast. I'm outnumbered on my own, and all I thought I was. And now Wraith shows her face, and Bangalore probably gets pissed off. Anita, you okay? Why are you here? You're happy to see me, I can tell. And you brought Wit with you? How many people are going to drag into my business? Anita, save it. Let's just handle these thugs between the three of us. This should be easy. Easy until the smoke's been cleared by this fat-headed merc revving up a chain gun. This complicates things. I've always wanted to kill a legend, now I can kill three. Do you really think you're going to manage that, pal? Just saying, they're in gunfights on a day-to-day basis. You probably get used to mowing down civilians and targets who are running away, not towards it. Hey, Bangalore, you get the new guy, okay? Great. So, Chapter 5 is the gunfight. The last wisps of smoke trail away around us. It's not a good place to be, standing in the middle of a warehouse, staring down the barrel of a Gatling gun. Yeah, you don't say. Mirage makes a badly timed joke. I ignore it. Bangalore's eyes dart to the exit. My brain just decided to have a complete breakdown. Probably trying to figure out if she can make it there without getting shot. 50-50 chance. Get clear, fellas. The other mercenaries scatter while Anita guns it towards the door. Damn it, I rush after her, pushing into the void and phasing behind a stacked pallet just before the gun fires. So where the hell is Wit? What are you doing? I could have made it. I disagree. She rolls her eyes, but a spray of gunfire sends splinters of wood showering over us. Whatever, let's just deal with this chump. The mercs find me out of bullets. I glance at the ruined pallets covering us. They're not going to hold up to another attack like that. We gotta go now. Make a dash for a supply bin, but another merc rushes Bangalore. One comes charging at me. Bangalore's heel knocks against mine as she dodges a blow. Watch it. kind of in the middle of helping you. My elbow bumps Bangalore's side. She glares. Damn it, give me some space. We're out of sync and we both know it. This would never happen in a match, and she certainly wouldn't have a problem with Newcastle. Wouldn't have this problem with Newcastle. She sends the opponent flying into the wall and swings for the next one that comes her way. I throw my shoulder into a Merc's chest. She can have her space. Got you this time. The big Merc swings his Gatling gun in my direction. Bangalore ducks behind a shelf filled with metal crates. I move to follow, but watch out. Warning is too late. A fist to my stomach knocks the wind out of me, and suddenly I'm on my knees with nothing in between me and a hail of bullets. I try to open the void, but it's out of reach. I don't have the energy. My heart begins to race. There's no other option but to run. Hey, how you doing? You know you're really large, like outrageously tall. Ever hit that noggin on door frames? Mirage swaggers up to the baffled Merc, looking tiny in comparison. What is he doing? I'm startled out of my shock when Mirage, the real one, quietly tugs on my wrist, pressing a finger to his lips. Another Mirage calls out from behind the mercenary with the Gatling gun. And you probably don't fit on regular-sized toilets either. Wow, that's an insult. That explains the massive quads. Seems like a lot of squatting. The hell is this? You screw it. The illusions get shredded, but the real Mirage extends a hand and pulls me close. I feel his cloak run over me and swallow my relief. The smoke covers us in the chaos again. We make a dash for the set of shelves Bangalore retreated to. Bullets flying over our heads. We need to get out of here. You telling me that guy's more trigger happy than Ram? Yeah, about right. Abruptly topples over mid-stride. I pause to look back when behind you she's there. Another mercenary. I knock a pistol out of her hand, but she comes at me with a glowing gauntlet on the other. Is that another Wraith? She holds a gauntlet against my blade. Our strength are evenly matched. Neither of us is going to give Dr. Blazy. My arms suddenly feel weak. I stare down the mercenary, her eyes wide and haunted. I finally take her in. A burn scar on the left shoulder trailing down her arm, disappearing beneath her gauntlet. Something inside tugs at me. Do I know her? She shrinks on herself, trembling as she drops to the ground. No, please leave me alone, please. Ignore her, let her be. You're taking fire. I'm jerked behind cover before stray bullets whiz by. Turn to see Mirage massaging a sore spot on his side. That an old friend, she hits hard. I look back into the haze at the mercenary, my head feeling scrambled by all the other wraiths. The light on her gauntlet fades away into the smoke. I don't know. He doesn't say anything, but he lays a hand on my shoulder. Sometimes he does know when to shut up. I think our resident drill sergeant could use a hand. I go right, you go left. Yep, time to move. Wraith goes right, I go left. Wait a minute. Is that an inconsistency? I go right, you go left. So Mirage is supposed to go right, Wraith is supposed to go left. I'm sure in the next chapter here. Yeah. Okay. That's about as much coordination as you get in a real Apex match, so yeah. We were doing fine earlier, but Bangalore and Wraith have fallen into their weird angriness. I mean, I get it, Gauntlet Merc, New Jackson, this awkward silent fight thing, Gatling guy, and the 15 or 50 Mercs in this gross warehouse. Everybody's got a lot on their minds, but I need a little help. Some strat communication would be nice right now. Before I die, I'd really love not to die. No one? Really? No one's gonna say anything. Ow, jeez, ow, I'm taking a lot of hits here because both not in your game today. Bangalore? Hey, I'm doing well. Bangalore pops smoke and Wraith trips over me for the third time. It's a mess. They're lucky I've got my head in the game. Wait, where did all the Mercs go? Literally anywhere else but here because Gatling guy has reloaded. I dive into Bangalore and Wraith, knocking them to the floor. Someone's knee causes my kidney to meet my stomach, but the bullets pass above us. Bangalore shoves Wraith and I off her. The back of Wraith's head smashes into my nose. Gonna have so many bruises. Could I get some space? Space? You don't have enough space. You wanted my help, but you couldn't bother to tell me what's going on. Oh, what's happening? That's none of your. Give me a sec. Reloading. Cover me. Need to reload. Wraith runs forward, grabbing a Merc's arm before flipping them over her back. Thud. She's on to the next Merc. Bangalore makes an exasperated noise and we trail behind, providing cover. I was there for you. I looked for Jackson every spare moment I had. We were partners, your family, your past. We would look into them together. Hey, squad, can we call out our moves? Phasing forward left. Wraith's making her way to the Gatling guy. Oh, so we're taking out the Merc and talking about feelings right now? How long were you going to let me think he was dead? Forever? Don't want to talk about this in the middle of something. Popping smoke right. Bangalore fires a smoke canister into the face of one of the Mercs. She doesn't even flinch as he goes down. Oh boy. Right side clear. Stupid thing's jammed. Buy me time. Some of the remaining Mercs try to swarm Bangalore and Wraith, but they cut through those fools like butter. Giving back up on the left. Nearly there. I think what Renee is trying to say is she was wrong. Approaching. I turn my head to look at Bangalore and I get punched in the face. What are you... You were wrong. You said that body in the morgue. You let me think. Ready, clear. We're not going to make it to the Gatling gun before it fires. Party boozle full ahead. This is totally going to work. You already tried this once. The Gatling guy centers the barrel on fake me and fires, ripping through the illusion, then sweeps toward the real me. Oh boy! Just before the bullet's path reaching me, it averts, spraying the ceiling. I peek at the Gatling guy. He's holding one of his hands and cursing. It's been shot through. Then they're on him. Wraith takes out his legs. Bangalore slams his face against his own gun, knocking him out. Bamboozled, kind of. Nice work, team. Mirage, shut it. You're not supposed to even be here. Neither of you are. I can handle this on my own. Rude, but shutting it. Surprised that Wit takes that under advisement. Usually he would just be like, nah. Leave Mirage alone. If you just told us, trusted us, we wouldn't have followed Newcastle. You know, Wraith only did all this because she was worried about you. We thought Newcastle was bad news. I don't care. This is William's family business. You're not family. Stop digging into my life just because you can't figure out your own. That was a hell of a low blow, bitch. What about my life? Wraith stalks towards Bangalore, eyes flashing. We had a deal. I helped you find my family. You helped me find my past. When have you helped me? What am I supposed to do? Your face is on screen. Is on every screen in the Outlands and no one's bothered to... That's enough. You should go. Don't listen to her. The truth is out there and we have a lead. Remember that Merc with the gauntlets? The one who knew you? Yeah, I remember, but she's right about all of it. Nah, I wouldn't say so. Bangalore's being a massive bitch right about now, though. I've been walking in circles around Harris Valley for nearly an hour. No one's talking and everyone's eyeing me. Maybe I should have ditched my IMC gear after all. Forgotten families, the payments, the kissing babies, Newcastle routine, Harris Valley. What's Jackson gotten himself into? There must be something big on him. Dangerous enough for him to hide it from me for 13 years. I'm going to get my answers. Where he's been, why he cares more about Harris Valley than his family. And Wraith catches up to her. Followed me again. What is it now? Where's your sidekick? Mirage is looking into the forgotten families. The Merc with the gauntlet might be. Never mind, it's nothing. I overheard some locals talking. There's a party at Harris Valley. Everyone in Harris Valley is going to. He might be there. Wouldn't be a scene if he's laying low, but it's worth a shot, I guess. Thanks. Wait. You were? Alright, and I was wrong. I'm sorry. I thought you might need a friend or backup. If you want me here, or if you need your space, I can go. Yeah, I could use that. The backup, not the space. I rubbed my forehead, finally feeling like myself again. Wraith was right, I've been icing her out. Even before I found out the truth about Newcastle, I'd been making stupid choices. When the dust settles on this, I'm all in helping you find what you're looking for. And I shouldn't have said what I said, been hanging out with Revenant too much. You don't say. Turn the corner, I hear happy voices. It really is a neighbourhood party. Unicorn balloons, yellow streamers, a picket fence, the smell of ribs and burgers on the barbecue, mismatched tables lined up for a potluck. Laughing partygoers in the backyard. I know this scene, it's home. I push through the crowd, scanning faces. So where's Jackson? Anita. I look to where Wraith is pointing. In the crowd I see my dad standing behind the grill, metal spatula in hand, laughing at some joke. I do a double take. Someone calls him Lamont and claps him on the shoulder, handing him a mug. He throws his head back, laughing again, and I realise it's Jackson. Lamont. A little girl in a birthday crown runs up to him. He hoists her onto his shoulder. A teenage boy comes out with a plastic Newcastle shield. I hear the boy say that if he wasn't holding them back, Newcastle and Wraith would have won sooner. That if I wasn't holding them back. Ouch. So Bangalore's the holdback. And I assisted on that win. You know I fixed that armor, right? That's important. The boy rolls his eyes. Wraith steps closer to me, lowering her voice. Anita, is Jackson Newcastle? I can feel my brain going to overdrive. I'm in battle mode, searching into details, trying to make it make sense. The little girl's eyes, the way the boy laughs, his words flash through my mind. We both found a family on the Outlands. Both. He's a dad. Anita? Wraith touches my shoulder. Oi, IMC scum. People at the party are starting to notice us. Their smiles vanish and their stares harden. We don't want any trouble here. This is a family event. Keep moving. He's built a whole new identity. Lamont, Newcastle. Jackson, they don't know. None of them know. Anita, what's the move here? The commotion gets Jackson's attention. He tenses, moving his daughter and son behind him, ready to fight whatever threat there is to his family. Me. We lock eyes. His breath catches, but he doesn't move. He knows, I know, all of it. I could walk up and ruin the entire life he's built, so I walk away. Where are you going? Anywhere else. You okay? No, I'm not. I don't belong here. You do. They're your family too. Yeah. And the Williamses put a family first. I'm putting family first. That's enough for now. Fair enough. So she actually has sense to let him go and actually, you know, live with the family he's built here after getting severely injured. And now, we're probably going to enjoy Mirage's bubble bath, huh? It's not often you hear such quiet in the dropship. Then again, it's rare for anyone to be here at this hour. But Mirage asked me to come, and sometimes it's just easier to indulge him than deal with his badgering. Welcome to my humble abode. Dude, if anyone's abode is humble, it ain't yours. You have a hologram of yourself, a cardboard cutout, posters, figurines, trophies, and a action figure of yourself on your desk. Just on your desk. He greets me from his couch as I turn into his bunk. Numerous trophies, mirrors, and portraits of himself on the walls. It's the complete opposite of what anyone would consider humble. Yes, exactly. What is it, Mirage? I'm tired. So, I take it things went kind of not good with Bangalore? Yeah, but we worked things out at least. She's dealing with a lot. I don't want to be another thing on her mind. You're not a thing, but I get it. I think the new guy turns out to be a brother, Captain Cheesewheel. I can't believe it, the way he lays it on. You'd think. I give him a sharp look. Right, getting to the point over here. Mirage stands up and I follow him to his desk. A shabby-looking folder. Turns out the Forgotten Families might be a scary mafia like. But there also might be hoarders. Found this in one of the warehouse offices. The folder is branded with the Ares Division logo. I open it to see a photo of the scarred mercenary, the one with the gauntlet who called me Dr. Blazy. There's a sign in her hands and the words send a chill down my spine. Subject 0. She's the one you ran into the warehouse, right? The one with the scars and the weirdness. Am I a good friend or what? You know, his words rush past my ears at the sight of her face. Something tugs at side. Is it familiarity the woman with the voice has warned me about? I know her, I have to. And you're not listening to me, are you? I flip through the pages trying to find more, but page after page is redacted, even her name. There's something else too. His voice is oddly timid, but I need to see what he means. He flips back a couple of pages to find one I'd missed in my haste. He points to a tiny fraction of white between the blacked out lines. My breath catches and I read the words. Project Leader. Oh, no. Ah, fuck. Well, that's gonna be scarring. So, you were the one doing all the experiments, huh? Ooh. That's not gonna be fun. That's really not gonna be fun. Well, that's the one thing Wraith did not want to be the case, and it is. Ouch. Well, Wraith's certainly going to have a lot to worry about next season. As for Bangalore, I think she's found peace. Maybe needs a few more answers and we'll see a revisit to the Ark eventually. But I think she's just going to back off and pretend she doesn't know Newcastle for now. It seems like the safe bet for his sake, and that's what she'll do. Anyway, I'll wrap it up there. I'm not going to do much of a kind of post-amble like I usually do with these. I'm not feeling 100% today, which is why there have been a few errors in this. I know I said I'd probably edit those out, but to be honest, I'll probably leave it in just to show kind of what state I'm in at the minute. Maybe. But for sure, I'm not quite ready to come back onto the mic just yet. Oh, COVID's no joke, man. It wipes you. Really, it does. See you in the next one, albeit quietly.